Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. It's Thursday night here in the UK, and you're joined by Team Dragonflies, and we're going to be chatting a little bit about our travel club platform, which is an absolute game changer when it comes to travel all around the world. You're going to be finding out how we save money. You're going to be finding out how we earn money. And you're going to be finding out how we meet as a community on the beaches of the world. So I'm going to share some of that with you. My name's Paula Fern. I'm from Manchester in the UK. I'm a single mum of four. And I came across this really. I wanted to be able to take my children abroad without the costs that's involved with having four children. And there was no way that I could do it. What I was doing for my holidays each year was getting into a lot of debt and I was finding it a real struggle. And I came across this platform that totally eliminated that. So I was looking at one holiday a year that I was no longer in debt for. I was so grateful. Now we're almost 7 years in. I take at least five trips a year through this platform. That's how much money I save, and that's how many memories we make every single year. It's such a beautiful space to be in. So, what I'm going to do is share my screen, and then you'll be hearing from some of our team members about their experiences as well. And if this has been shared with you and you've got any questions, please go back to the person that has shared this with you and they'll be able to arrange for any of your questions to be answered. So I'm just going to set this up now. Bear with me a moment. And can someone just let me know that you can see that Team Dragonflies Travel Club overview slide?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. So you can see an amazing picture there. This was a recent picture. We were in Prague and we were joined by team members from all over the world. It was such a beautiful experience. And if you look closely, I'm not going to stay on this picture, but if you look closely, you can see a few of us there. And it was an incredible trip. But what is this platform? Where's this platform come from? What's it all about? So, this platform was founded by David and Adela Hart, and we're celebrating 13 years in business. And we're all over the world. We're in 65 countries all over the world, and we've got this available to everyone. Now, what's amazing about this is David spotted that, like me, there are people that are outpriced in the travel market, and he didn't think that was fair. He doesn't agree that travel should be reserved for the rich, and he wants to make travel affordable for everyone, no matter what budget. But he also wants to make that travel luxurious. And so he's been in the industry for 30 plus years. And what he's done is developed this platform and it's developed year upon year and grown incredibly. And it continues to do so. And what he does with this platform is transforms lives and allows people that may not think they can afford it to go and do exactly that. Now, this Zoom is all about honeymoons and experiences and anniversaries, and we're talking about places we can go to when we've got something special happening with our other half. And what you're going to see tonight is examples of exactly how you can apply that to your honeymoon, to your anniversary trip, to your city break that you want to take every few months. What you see in terms of the prices are available to you on our platform through our Platinum membership. So the way it works is we have a monthly subscription, just like the Netflix of travel. Instead of getting a movie, what you get is access to the platform that I'm going to share with you tonight. And it's very special because the amount of money that you save can cover the cost of your platform for the year, if not 2 years, sometimes 3 years. Just bear with me a moment. Oh, I am so sorry. I've just coming through a bit of a cold and I've got a bit of a cough. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. So, just like the Netflix of travel, What we give you access to, instead of the movies, we're giving you access to the actual locations that those movies are filmed. And if you're thinking of a romantic getaway with your partner, there's no better way to do it than have a monthly subscription that gives you access to that. Now, I was looking at a trip that I once took a few years ago that I was considering pre-children. I was going to go to the Dominican Republic, and the deposit that I was looking at was almost £300 for this trip. And then I was looking at maybe, I think, £280 per month, maybe slightly more than that. And that was before inflation, before the struggles that we're having financially. It was a lot of money every single month. When you look at this subscription, when you look at this platform, the way that we work is very similar to getting a trip like that, except it doesn't give you access to just one trip. So I paid a deposit and paid monthly for a trip that I was taking the following year to the Dominican Republic, which is somewhere that a lot of people go on honeymoons. And it was going to be my first trip with my my now ex-husband, but it was going to be our first trip abroad. And it was phenomenal. It was the works. It was luxurious. It was beautiful. And it was, in our eyes, it was worth the price. Now, when I've done comparisons of similar places, when you look at enrolling with our subscription, you pay a deposit, which is your enrollment fee. You then pay monthly, which is your subscription, and you get access to everything that I'm showing you tonight. So it's on a much bigger scale and it costs you much, much less. So bear that in mind. This is just an example here of some of the things that we have available: resorts, hotels, cruises, car rental, theme parks, tours, activities, and lots, lots more. Now, there's three main elements to our membership. And you'll see in the background there the Starbucks logo. And we show that for a very specific reason. The membership that we're talking about tonight and the prices that are reflected are for our Platinum membership. And it's our top best seller. And that membership costs you less than a Starbucks a day to get access to. So bear that in mind as we go through, and the prices will blow you away. The three main elements that we have with each of our memberships is the wholesale search engine, Getaways, and World Tours. Now, the second and third element, Getaways and World Tours, they're very, very special and they're exclusive to us as a travel company. Nobody else gets the rates that we have through this area of your membership. And they work in a really special way. So when you pay your subscription each month, remember it's kind of like paying that monthly amount for your dream holiday, for your honeymoon of your dreams. When you're making that payment each month, the amount that you pay is actually transformed into travel points. So nothing with the membership is wasted. And it's returned to you in the form of travel points that you can redeem on Getaways and World Tours. And it buys down the price in phenomenal ways. You're going to enjoy that part of our presentation this evening. But first, we're going to talk about the wholesale search engine. Something you might not know, and it's something that the travel industry does not openly discuss, but we do because we're all about transparency. 95% of all online search engines are owned by just two companies. So when you're going doing a search on one company compared to another company, and you're seeing that one of those two has got a better rate than the other, because 95% of them are owned by just two companies, the likelihood of them being owned by the same company is really, really high. So are they being open and honest? Are they being transparent? Or are they just playing you off against yourself, thinking that you've got a better deal on one of those sites? Something to ponder, something to think of. For me, it's not open and honest enough. It's not transparent enough. I want to know exactly what I'm paying for, and I want to know that I'm getting the best deal when I'm searching. Now, we have a wholesale booking site. We have a search engine that is completely independent of those two companies. It's our own. We own it, and it's wholesale. And there are no commissions added. We're unique in such a way that we don't pay advertisers to put our names on billboards. We don't pay millions of dollars or millions of pounds to get a TV advert. What we do is we build relationships and we build connections and we share this membership through word of mouth. Doesn't cost anything. It's just a conversation, isn't it? So we save a hell of a lot of money. As you can see there, there's a saving there of £3,000 on this trip to Portugal. If you went through booking.com, because of their overheads, they actually apply a hell of a lot of commission to their trips, as you can see. So they won't do this on just this room. They will do it across the board. I'm not necessarily saying that that amount is the same amount for every hotel, but when you do what we do and when you've got the insider knowledge that we have, it truly is eye-opening how much commission that they do add. Now, we are not travel agents. This platform is not for you to book travel for your friends. It's not for you to book travel for anyone else other than you and your family or you and your loved ones. We're not travel agents, and that's why we don't need to add commission. It's a really important point to make. The second element of our membership, just a couple of examples there that you can see. Canary Islands, Cabo San Lucas and Orlando. Now, if you remember back to what I've said just a moment ago, the second and third aspects of your membership, the getaways, and the world tours, they're related to the subscription that you pay each month. And the subscription you pay each month is transformed into travel points. And those travel points can be redeemed on trips like these that you see in front of you. Now, when I said that we buy down the price of these trips, we certainly do. If you look at that Canary Islands trip, that's a studio for 4 people. The retail rate for that studio is £800. Our rate as a member of this premium, luxurious membership is £6. Now, I've looked at this place quite often because I thought I'd take the kids, and I will at some point be taking the kids here. And I've looked at the tax. You can see there, I've put in small letters plus tax. Tax for this place for 4 people. And when we talk about tax, that's government tax. Every single person that stays in a hotel or resort anywhere in the world has to pay some sort of government tax. The tax on this place is £64. So if you add that to the £6, you're still well below the retail rate that this room goes for, this studio goes for. Now, do bear in mind that we don't include flights within these prices. But I will tell you that we don't mind paying for our flights when you're getting a room for 4 people for £6. It's not a problem to find those flights. But being in the industry as long as we have as well, we know all the travel hacks for flying. So when you actually enroll with us and take a membership with us, you will get the full access to all the travel hacks related to booking your flights to make sure that you're getting the most out of that as well. 1 bedroom suite in Cabo San Lucas, £119, should have been over a grand. 2 bedroom suite in Orlando, £114. These are all for 4 people. So imagine you're a family, 2 adults, 2 kids, and you're going to Orlando in a 2 bedroom suite, and you're only paying £114. Now, the price of those theme parks that we also get discounted don't look so bad, do they? We are not a timeshare. We don't go near timeshares. I have looked at timeshares before trying to solve my problem in relation to getting my kids abroad, and they are tens of thousands of pounds each year. We are less than a Starbucks a day, and there is no contract. So please be assured timeshare has nothing to do with what we have available. Another getaway. This is one that I've personally taken at a beautiful place. Saved £617 on this trip. Absolutely incredible in Carforth, just outside the lakes. Pine Lake Resort. It was on in a wooden lodge on right on the lakeside. It was a beautiful place. And my eldest son actually said it was the best holiday ever. So that he's a teenager. He was a teenager then, and That's an accolade if I've ever heard one. So that was amazing. So we're going to look at the third aspect now of our membership. Remember, you've got that subscription that you pay every month that is transformed into travel points that you can redeem on this part of your membership as well. 5 days, breakfast included, glass factory tour, complimentary water shuttle. I've been on this trip, went to Venice, Italy, and there's a few people that are on the call tonight that have been on this trip. It comes out at £277 as a member with a platinum membership. However, I went on this trip a couple of years ago and it cost me $1. And the reason for that is there are often flash sales added to our platform that are that cheap, $1 for 5 days in Venice. The complimentary water shuttle as well, it was like being in James Bond. It was incredible. So that would take you from the airport straight direct to your hotel. And that alone was £100 each way. So if you bear that in mind, the 5 day trip cost $1 when I went. When you pay for it and it's not on a flash sale, it's £277. If you're considering your water shuttle is £100 each way, so that's £200. In effect, it's costing you £77 for that trip when you've considered your transfers. Incredible and not available anywhere else. Another trip that's mind-blowing, Dubai should be over £3,000. Member rate is £79 for 6 days in a 5-star hotel. Breakfast every day. Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5 days, 5-star resort, all inclusive. You're looking at £490. Mind-blowing. This is a very special one. You can see some of the team there. This was in Crete in Greece. And it's funny because on the way there, you can see me in the pictures. But on the way there, I was looking at the duty-free perfume. I've got 4 children. I took my 2 daughters on this trip and we were looking at it. And one of them was £74. And that's how much I paid for 5 days all inclusive in this beautiful resort. £74. It's the same price as a bottle of perfume. You cannot get that anywhere else. So we saved £839 on this trip. And if you can see there, you know where it says 913, that's how much it should be. If you can see next to that, there's a blue bar. Now you can actually reduce the points you apply to each of your trips on there. So this particular trip, remember the subscription that you pay each month is transformed into points that you redeem. You can see those points there with that blue bar, 1,560 points you can see. If I wanted to have taken this trip and gone on another one a few weeks later, but so I didn't want to use all my points, I could halve that. And it would increase the amount that I'd be paying, but it still would not be anywhere near the retail rate. But you can use those points wherever you choose to use them. It's so flexible, this platform, and it helps you maximize the trips you're taking, which is why I've gone from 1 trip a year to 5 at least. Another trip I mentioned about the Venice trip being $1. Here's an example of another one. Like I say, flash sales happen all the time within our club. It's absolutely phenomenal. And this was in Prague. $1. We saved £888 on this trip. And you can see there were leaders from our US team in the middle there in the blue. You can see Todd Strand if you ever watch any of the videos that we'll probably share with you. And as you're learning to navigate all of this, because it's a lot of information to take in, you will see Todd and his beautiful wife, Gina, on some of those videos. And we got one-to-one training with him at this trip. It's world-class training. So if business is on your radar, if you're considering looking at this as a business option, which I highly recommend that you do because it's so simple to work, you can go on trips like this and get one-to-one training off our world-class, the top earners within our company. That's unheard of. It doesn't happen everywhere with every company that you might think of. So this was an incredible trip. It was beautiful. Now, I've already touched on this. What would you pay for access to this platform? When I've asked this in an open sort of room in front of people, they've come back with a few different options, and some of them have been, it's got to cost thousands. It's not going to be in my price range. And a lot of people have kind of said, well, it looks incredible. How on earth can I afford to do this? Well, less than a Starbucks a day. That's how much our main membership costs you. These are the memberships that are available. They suit every single budget. But what I would like to do following this Zoom is actually have a chat with you and tailor this membership to what your needs are in terms of your travel. So I'm not going to go into detail with regards to each membership, but you can see there's varied different points that you will accrue each month depending on the membership level that you go to. And the difference between the silver membership and the other two is the silver membership will give you access to the search engine only. And those points that are accruing, you don't get that with the silver membership. It's just the search engine only, which is ideal if you're looking at a couple of weekends away each year. Titanium and platinum is identical for what you get access to. The only difference is the amount of points that you're accruing each month, and you can see the percentage of discount is up to 50% on titanium, up to 80% off retail on the platinum membership. What we also have is a option I mentioned about business and touched on the fact if it is business that you're interested in, please arrange another conversation with us because it's absolutely worthwhile. It's such a simple concept. There's a partnership option and you can get access with either in accompaniment with the membership. So you can choose to be a partner with us and build a business and have a membership so you can go and tour the world as well whilst you're earning, which most of us do. Or you can choose to have a partnership, a business with us, a business in a box, if you like, and start to promote this in a very special, unique way. And you can do that on an annual option through having a partnership with us. You get a website, back office, marketing business, marketing videos, all sorts of world-class training. Absolutely phenomenal, the platform that we've now got available that's been developed as well quite recently. We've got a whole university of ambassadors, of top earners within our company sharing their stories and training us, telling us how we can get the same thing. Now, there is a way to get your membership for free. If we all through this, we've been talking about the platinum membership. When you take advantage of our referral program, so if you have other people that you know, 3 people to be exact, 3 or 4 people that want to start traveling and want to save the money that you've seen tonight, some of the money that you've seen tonight, if they want to do the same thing, they can, when you're a partner with us, they can use your link, they can register, get their own membership. And when you have 3 people in place that have done that, you're then in a position where you're earning whether you like it or not. I'm not going to apologize for that, to be fair. And you will get a daily residual income. And what's beautiful about this is that residual income will pay for your membership. So it's no longer going out of your personal account. It's all taken care of within your membership, and it's covered. The amount that you get each month from then on is covered. Now, I've been in the company almost 7 years. I've paid for my membership for 2 months, and it has been free ever since for that. So it's like it feels psychologically, it's like I'm pretty much getting free travel. I'm going to Venice for $1 and I've not had to pay my membership. Who doesn't want to save money on the travel? Everybody wants to save money on the travel, and it's the biggest thing that people talk about. Travel is the biggest topic on any social media platform that you can imagine. It's because it's what people love to do. What we also have, which is quite new, and it's something that we're all getting used to, is something pretty special. And this is an option for people to register with you as you are a member. You have your platinum membership, and then you've got someone that's kind of asking you about it, isn't quite sure they want to take a full membership, but they're very interested in saving a bit of money. And what you then have is what we call ripple rewards, and this ripples out to everyone that you are connected with, that you have a connection to. So you can send them a link, a free link to register for our ripple rewards option. Now, when they register, it's all completely free and they get access to a wholesale search engine. It's not the same as the one that we have available through your membership. Your membership is very separate to this offering. But this is an area that you can kind of try before you buy. So it's showing people the kind of things that are available, but they don't get as high a discount as we would being a full member. But how it works is if you've got a hotel that you're saving $500 on, your friend is going to save $250 and you're going to earn $250 in reward credits that you can then go ahead and spend on hotels, activities. Remember, we talked about Orlando. You can look at getting Orlando tickets and discounts on that. Those points that you're getting rewarded with for people using your free, and remember, it's free, your free link, you can then use those points for other things whilst you're traveling. It's really effective and really generous. So I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I would like to just open up to any questions that we might have. But before we do that, I'd like to hear from Mahmuda. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your experience? Because you've been a member with us for the same amount of time as I have. You've used all the different aspects of the membership, and it's been quite transformational for you, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Excuse me, I'm not very well at the moment either. This isn't just a travel club, it's a family. It's people that you get to know across the actual world. So we've got friends in all sorts of places like America. It's just everywhere. We have made friends that we've met in person in different worlds. So different worlds, different places. Um, we went to Crete last year, didn't we? The three of us were there together, and also we met up with other people from UK, and it was just amazing. But my favorite world tour has to be when I went to New Orleans, because I didn't just do the world tour, I did a getaway. So I did a 10-day stay and I saved £1,720, which is equivalent to your enrollment fee and 14 months of membership. So
Wow.
we couldn't
And
sit in.
that's just one trip.
Yeah, and I did six last year.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's amazing. I love it. But for me personally, on an emotional level, it's made such a difference to my emotional well-being. So I'm a lot happier. So I absolutely love this company, love the people, and thank you, Paula, for introducing me to it.
Thank you so much, Moo. I'm so glad that you're here and I'm glad that you're just embracing it all because I know it's made a huge difference for you. Daryl, are you available to say a few things about your
I,
experience?
I certainly am.
Yeah, so tell us.
I mean, I have used the wholesale site when I went away with my family. So I've got my daughter, husband, and three grandchildren. So we went to Corfu and we saved some money there. But for me personally, I tend to use the world tours more than anything. And the reason for that is because I travel solo, because my daughter's too busy with work and kids to go very far at the moment. So I travel solo, and it means that when I arrive at my destination, I am meeting up with other members of our travel community
Yeah.
so that I'm not alone when I'm there. I have people I can dine with. I have people I can go to the nightclub with. I have people I can go to the beach with. People I can go on excursions and activities with. But by the same token, I can go and sit on the beach with a book and be myself if I want to.
Yeah.
And I just love the whole flexibility of that, so that, I travel solo, but I'm not solo when I'm there because I
Yeah.
do like a bit of company. I like to share things with other people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I quite like that. And the other thing I would say is that also I'm retired from my corporate job world.
Yeah.
So I'm using this as a side to build a travel fund with my business as a business,
Yeah.
not only just to build a travel fund which will pay for flights and things like that, but it also means it gives me extra income on my pension plan. So
Yes.
and as that grows, that will just grow and grow over time, and it's a residual income. So it's just all, and also what I also love about that is when I get to a certain level, which isn't very far away,
Yeah.
it's not a huge level to get to. It becomes willable.
Yes.
So it's a legacy I can leave to my family, to my
Yeah.
grandchildren or whatever, and it will continue to grow for them when I'm no longer. They can go on the beaches of the world when I'm not able to anymore, basically. But other
Yeah.
other than in spirit. But yeah, it passes something on to them that I have worked hard to build up, and it doesn't just disappear when I do. It goes on to have its own lease of life for
It's
my
so
family.
reassuring, isn't it? Because that's David and Adela Hart. They've got a big family. They've got children, and they are so in touch with the heart. Their surname is Hart, and it is truly Hart because they are so in touch with what people are all about, having those connections, making those memories, but also making sure that you've got that security for the future. Because I'm not going to get into it because I can get on my soapbox if I choose to, but I'm not. But things are crazy financially right now in the world. So to have that we can lean on, to have
Yeah.
that comfort blanket and have that extra layer of security, knowing that we've got something that we can leave our kids, it's very, very reassuring.
And also just say that pensions, I mean, the threshold isn't going up. They're putting the pensions up a little bit, but that just means they're going to be taxed. So,
Yes,
they're taxing pensions, they're taxing private pensions. Everything is being taxed and is reducing in value. So we need to find a way to shore that up so that doesn't affect our lifestyle and the quality of life.
I totally agree with you. Thank you, Daryl. That's really valuable. Charlotte, are you able to mention, because I know that you have actually, I think we all have, but I want to hear about your kind of bucket list stuff that you've had ticked off, because you've done a few things that have just been phenomenal. So go on, tell us more.
I can't actually believe where I've been
Yeah.
because originally I joined just for me and my kids because we wanted to be able to afford to go on holiday.
Mm.
Usually in the past, for me and the two kids to go on one all inclusive for a week, it cost me nearly like £3,000. So I joined originally to be able to go on a couple more holidays. And then I found out about the world tours. I didn't even know about the world tours when I first joined, like the ones that are like ready made and like all inclusive, half board. So the first one that I came on and I met all of you in person was Malaga.
Yeah.
And my kids thought we'd won the lottery or something when they saw the hotel. They were like, what the hell, man? Are we rich now? Because it was so beautiful. Like all the wall was glass and like the view and the food was just unreal.
Yeah.
And it literally cost us, was it $49
Yeah, I think.
or something insane like that, the five-star hotel. And
It was
um
less than that. It's $32.
I think it was
32 and
Yeah.
yeah,
24
so
quid. 24
and
quid it was.
the train like dropped us off right outside virtually, and the flights were so reasonable. I've
Yeah.
just seen flights to Malaga on Jack's flight club as well for £30. So
Yes.
like that was out of this world. So then I was using the other platform, the Getaways platform,
Yeah.
to book because like usually me and the kids go together, but sometimes I like to take my mum as well.
Yeah.
So looking for a four-person holiday would have been astronomical.
Yeah.
But on the Getaways, we found like the most stunning studio at Cala Blanca in Torito. It was Little Morgan in Canary Islands, £148
It's
for
just,
like my mum, me, and my kids,
yeah.
and it was absolutely stunning. We got when we got there, they were like, "Oh, because you're Travorian members, here's a free travel pass. You can get the free shuttle bus to Puerto Rico and back, and like the surrounding islands." So like it's just so good. So yeah, if I want to go with my mum, I can use the Getaways and book our own, or
What
like the
about some of
World
your
Tours.
your US trip as well?
Oh yeah, we went to LA. So
Yeah.
we that was the wholesale site, like the one that people can get on the Ripple rewards and stuff now.
Yeah.
We stayed in LA and saved over £1,000 on the hotel. So that was so good. But I wouldn't have ever even been able to go there if I wasn't a member.
Doesn't doesn't it just open, it broadens your horizons literally. Like
Yeah.
I've looked at the psychology of travel and I know that psychologically when you go abroad and you go on holiday and have new experiences, that's what it does to you psychologically. But
Mm.
this travel club platform, because I thought like you, I just want one holiday with my kids abroad and I'll be fine. And
Yeah.
now when you can take five or more, it's just like
Yeah,
it
because you can
opens up
take like
everything.
6 people, can't you, to some of
Yeah.
the things. But I've got like a lovely boyfriend as well now. So even me and him have been able to go on a world tour
Yeah.
on our own. Like we went to Istanbul in October.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dubai with my mum, like 5-star hotel in June. And I'm looking at Crete to go there with like Neil in October now. Like I
I'm
think we're
thinking
gonna
of
go
going back to
for it.
Crete. Yeah.
So yeah, there's
It's just
just
amazing.
the world tours are absolutely stunning. When we went to Istanbul, sorry, I'm just telling you my whole
No,
life,
come
but
on. Go
we
on.
went to Istanbul and it was like a palace, and it was it was just stunning.
They just treat you like royalty as well. It's such a beautiful experience. And I've kind of like, because my kids aged from 18 to like 7, and I've set the bar really kind of high now.
I
That's what
know,
they expect to be going on. Those are the trips that they expect. But it's quite humbling really because I never thought that I would be as a single mum. I didn't think I'd be in a position to be able to do that for my kids. So it's a really special
I
thing.
know. I feel really lucky.
Yeah. I'm so
I
grateful.
really do.
Can I interrupt for a
Of
second?
course you can.
Going back to the psychology of travel and everything,
Yeah.
for me, is all about grief. So
Yeah.
when my kids were little, I put so much on credit cards, and now I don't have to do that. So you're
Yeah.
not worrying about money anymore. You can actually enjoy yourself
Yeah.
without the worry going, how am I going to pay for this? So
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
amazing in itself.
Because there's
it
a
is.
lot of, I mean, there can be a lot of guilt. This is a whole other conversation, but there can be a lot of guilt with that. And when you get into debt, you're still going to do it because you know you're going to do it and you want to do it. You deserve that trip. But when you're getting into debt, it is like you just said, Moo. It's like, how am I going to pay for it? Feeling guilty gets you down.
Mm.
You're great when you're away, but then you got to come home to the debt. All
Yeah,
of that is gone. You don't
exactly.
have
So I
to
think
worry
that's
about any
amazing.
of it. Yeah.
It's amazing. And you can even pay for your flights paying three now as well. So
Yes. Yes.
you're never going to be in debt.
There's
So
companies
good.
that do that. So just to be clear, we don't advise to use our platform for flights because the flight industry is a whole beast on its own. It doesn't want to give you discounted flights because we're a discount travel club. I want to be very clear and transparent. You can get flights through our platform. However, they're not very competitive. The hacks that we use, such as using that paying three with certain companies and things like that, there's other ways of doing things as well. But the hacks that we use will always get you a cheaper flight than using our platform for flights. Our platform is ideal for hotels, resorts, activities, theatre trips, so all sorts of stuff. So next steps, what I would say to you is thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Go back to the person that has shared this with you. Go and have a chat with them and arrange another conversation where we can really focus on what it is you want to get out of travel. There's different options for you in terms of the membership. There's different options for you in terms of the travel that you might want to do. If you just want to stay around the UK, that's also fine. If you want to go even further afield and stay in Australia for 2, 3, 4 weeks, that's also okay. Come and have a chat with us because it's not until you talk to us that we can really show you exactly how this can be tailored to what you need and what you want and what you deserve, to be fair. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here. I will see you all very soon. Mwah.
Bye.
Take care,
Thanks,
and we'll see
everyone.
you again next
Bye.
week. Bye.
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 Bye.